Gather around, PureSkill family. This is your boy Sharif, and I'm back at it with another video. All right, let's get into this. I am okay. So the thought behind this video was the fact that I have been showing you guys a lot of tutorials, giving you guys a lot of talks, giving you guys um, theories, and showing you guys a lot of things about art, and I haven't got the opportunity to show you guys a real finished piece of mine so that you guys know I'm legit. I know how to do this. I'm pretty good at what I do and all that good stuff. So what I want to get into right now is a redraw of my old work. As you guys can see on the screen, I got this character I drew a long time ago. I don't remember when, but it was just a guy, and he's like he kind of just has like these tentacles that help him out and do things, and he's like a sea warrior guy, but he has like octopus tentacles and different things like that. So he's basically a design I drew when I was younger, and I found it and I want to redraw it, give it a nice good composition and different things like that. It's kind of laid out like a comic book. As you can see the plan out here, and I just want you guys to see it. I'm mostly gonna have fast forward it so you guys can just see the drawing process, but I'll stop it if I say something or give you guys some advice or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So let's get into it. I do want you guys to just see a nice finished look, and of course I'll post on the Instagram, so make sure to like this video, subscribe. We're trying to get to 1K, and go check out my Instagram, follow me on there, do all that good stuff, tell your friends about it. What's it called? Let's get into it. So I'll just start drawing, I guess. If I have something to say, I'll tell you guys, but let's go. I'm making sure to think about all the little details of his personality and what he wants. He's obviously a warrior. He always fights a lot, and I'm giving him some fur in his helmet because the way I drew it when I was younger, he probably is very uncomfortable with that. And taking out that little nose part of the helmet, because that's probably uncomfortable as well. He can't even scratch his nose or do whatever he needs in the heat of battle. So what's it called? Yeah, trying to think of all those little things, but that's just having story in your mind, and really really just working in that realm of I'm in this now, I'm trying to make sure that this comes out believable. using your own body as reference is always great. um, don't think that's bad because you don't have the physique or the body that you're drawing. Just make sure that you're looking for anatomy and not specific shapes, because shapes change with physique, but anatomy doesn't change. Anatomy stays the same in every single human. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm looking at my arm, I can tell where my bicep is and how those muscles turn and do all those things, so that can help me draw this arm. But what's it called? Don't worry about oh, I'm not as buff as the guy that I'm drawing, so I can't. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of the things that the reason I should say that I'm able to draw a lot of these figures, because the main reference that I'm using right now when it comes to his figure is just my body. I don't have like a reference up because the pose isn't something I could just find on the internet. But the main thing that's helping me is just looking at my own physique and looking at my own body structure. But the reason I'm able to do that and just do it without too much reference is because I've drawn figure drawing so many times. I've done it like a billion times, again and again and again, to the point where I don't have to think about it. Like I've done it a billion times. This is not the first time I'm doing it. So when I'm doing these drawing figure videos and you guys see them drawing figure videos, draw with me. Don't just think you have to just sit there and look. Draw with me. Screenshot the reference that I'm using and draw it yourself. That's always helpful. What I'll probably do is, after I'm done drawing this, I'll probably do another video to show you guys how to render out a photo and I said a photo, a drawing, render out a drawing and make it look extra nice. I like drawing with a more like comic style drawing because I don't know, I liked comic books and I studied that for a long time, and that's just the style I like. So it'll probably look more comic book style, but you can render it however you want. But I'm just gonna show you guys the thought process behind rendering and different things like that. making sure you don't forget to draw the joints on Dante when you guys are drawing out your skeletals, or like preparing your drawing, I should say, is important, because that just helps you get those joints in the right place and make it look more believable. Everything's not out of proportion. I grabbed a piece of paint. You see this? I grabbed paint so that I can see how your hand is different from. And see this balled up fist? It's just knowing those things. You don't even have to memorize the fact that of how it looks different, but just knowing the fact that a fist balled up with nothing in the hand is totally different from a fist with something in the hand. It's totally different. I don't even think they call it a fist if you're holding something. But you don't need to grab a big staff long thing, whatever it that may be. You don't even need to grab something like that just to simulate that. You just need to grab something. Being creative with stuff. Drawing these guidelines is very important to me, just to make sure that I always remember everything is a 3D shape and it's in a 3D world and it's in 3D form. You never want to try and forget that. You want to always remember that things are being how should I say, moved in a 3D form, and they're 3D. They're 3D. You don't want to forget that. You forget that, then your picture becomes flat and it looks amateur, and you don't want that. As you can see, in the reference photo at the bottom corner, there's like some spill residue. It's because I spilled something on it. But I always tell everybody, if I ever like get big in the art, right, get big in art, and people like know me for my art one day, and someone has a book or a sketchbook, then they're claiming it's mine. Check the first thing you need to check. Of course, there's more, just like my art style and different things like that. But the first thing you check is if there's any type of spill, wrinkles, crease, or something that just makes the book messed up or something. That's one of the things that's gonna help you know it's mine. Because for real, because what's it called? I always, every single time, something spilled on it, some food fell on it, the backpack opened up, or fell in the water, or in something always happens, got some whatever on it. Always. What's it called? So that is definitely a characteristic after a while. I mean, and the crazy part is I've never done it on purpose. It's always been just circumstance. But after a while, it becomes a characteristic of just my sketchbooks. Like, that's just, if something's not done to it, It probably isn't really mine for real. If I'm being 100% honest with y'all, um, a lot of the things, even when I was a little kid, I had a creative and drawing mind. So one of the main things that I really had to do just to improve my art, even back then, was just to add more detail. So as you guys can see, I'm really sticking heavily to the original concept piece. I didn't have to change it too much, because even back then I had a great concept thinking mind of just, oh, I like this in the character, I like that in the character. You understand what I'm saying? But again, remember, structure and order of which you do things is always important. Remember what I said at the beginning of this video. I wanted to get that face in just so that this part can be easy, and you guys see how I'm flowing through this part, because I've done so many figures and figures don't change. So I'm flowing through this part because I got that face done in the beginning. I automatically knew, okay, he's a stern guy, he's all those good things, and I just thought about his face, his facial expression, what might be happening right now, and I just got that in immediately and quick. And now I can really play around and just how do I want his abs, just thinking about that, just how do I want the pose to be in different, you know what I'm saying? Making things easier for yourself can really comfort you. You understand what I'm saying? So you guys see this right here, and the idea with that is that because it's comic strip, I kind of just want to show him in another pose doing something. And what I have a great idea to do is to, instead of just showing the axe go fall into some dirt, maybe have the axe impale into somebody, and that would be so cool. So I'm gonna probably draw another Dante to signify that, but yeah. I think I remember drawing this character heavily like laid back and different things like that, because when I was drawing this character, it was a time when I was drawing a lot of sci-fi stuff and just all the futuristic things, and I was getting tired of it. And I said, well, I just want this character, I don't need him to be like from the future or something like that. I just want him to be like, you know, I want him to be not normal, because he's not normal, but just less from the future. He's more just a present day thing that's pretty mythical. You understand what I'm saying? I'll probably do another one of these videos because I like this. I haven't seen this drawing in a long time, so seeing it and getting the opportunity to redraw it, because a lot of the things, the way I improve very quickly, what I will say is heavily contributed to not fixing mistakes, but just improving the next time. Identifying mistakes, but improving the next time, because when you do something over from the beginning, it forces you to think about the mistakes. So if I make a mistake in a drawing, I'm not going to erase the mistake, and I mean, unless I notice it while I'm doing it, but I'm not going to finish that drawing, notice the mistake, and then go back into that drawing and fix the mistake. No, that's not the most efficient way to improve. If the goal is to improve and not just have a great drawing, because I think that's the problem with artists. We always just focus on, I want a good drawing, I want a good art piece, instead of, I want to improve. Which one's more important to your overall success as an artist yourself? Improving or just focusing on that one specific piece? If your focus is just to get likes on Instagram, or just to get recognition, or just to have people say, ooh, that's really nice, then that one piece might be that important to you. But if your goal is to enjoy your drawing process and improve as an artist, then I think focusing on making the next piece better is more important than fixing the mistake right there. Because let's say I see a mistake once I'm done drawing this one, right? Let's say once I'm done drawing this, I see my mistake, and I what's it called? And then I redraw it in that when I see the mistake, right? Then what happens? Now I've improved the specific drawing itself, but I didn't see how to set myself up for improvement later. I just saw a way to correct what I did. But if I say, okay, forget it, I made a mistake, and then next time I draw a character, I say, okay, I remember I made the mistake last time, but what I can do this time is, beforehand, I'm gonna do this, and this, and then when I get to that part, now I'm prepared for it. You understand what I'm saying? That way, now you've set yourself up for, you've improved your artistry, you've improved your process. So now you're more relaxed, and you're like, okay, I don't have to worry about that because I've already addressed that. That's one of the main things that helped me with when I created Dante. Not created Dante, I mean, I just gave him a name for y'all because I know I just like to do those types of things. But I didn't really create Dante. You just it's just really just a skeletal figure. You're just drawing that. I decided to start doing that more often because I didn't used to do that before. I would go straight into trying to do something like this from a blank piece of paper, and that used to be, that's not right. You don't do that. You don't do that. You have to think about it. If you haven't seen my thumbnailing video, go check that bad boy out. It shows you how to think and prepare for a piece like this. You understand what I'm saying? Not specifically a comic strip, but just a drawing, an illustration. You understand? That is all I can think of to say about drawing this right now. But as you guys can see, look at the what we got so far. And just next will be part 2. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, check out the my Instagram. Tell your friends about it, tell everybody about it. You know what it is. We're trying to get to 1K subscribers. Let's go.
It's Mike Lowry.
Cuz I'm Mike Lowry.